I feel good that sometimes I can change. Some of you remember me with my beard, my sideburns, my beard, my big beard. But look at me now, all smoothly, you know, a different style, you know. It's good, man. Um, but there's some things that I just can't change. Just can't change. And sometimes the system kind of tells you that you have to change that thing you can't change to be accepted, to survive, to be alive, and to be treated just like another human being. But you just can't change that color of your skin. I can itch it, I can scratch it, I could take a knife and scrape it. But guess what? I'm still gonna be the black man. You know, I'm still gonna be that black man. And I tell you, being that black man, no one knows what it's like to be unless you're that black man yourself. Being that black man, you have to, man, Ooh, trust me. Being a black man, huh? Being a black man, trust me, bruv. But it's funny how much I've been through for being a black man. How much scars on my body and scars in my mind and inside me. If God said to me, or if someone said to me, that you could choose any other color that you want to be. But you know what, people? I would still say, I want to be that black man. I don't want to be none other color. And I don't want to be lighter. I'm happy with the complexion that God made me. You know, I'm happy, man. I'm happy with my nose. I'm happy with my lips. I'm happy with the gold teeth in my mouth. I'm happy of the complexion that God made me. You know, I'm happy. I wouldn't want it none other way. You know? But it's hard, man. It's hard being a black man. No, really, I don't want your sympathy. I'm not trying to ask for your sympathy. It's hard being a black man. I'm telling you, it's hard. I got arrested for 28 robberies. 28 robberies, imagine that. 28 robberies, what I didn't even do. I would have felt better if I did them. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, they caught me now. Yeah, I done them. Yeah. I would have felt better. But to know that they arrested me for 28 robberies because I'm a black man, that hurts, man. That really hurts. And the judge was happy to give me the least sentence of 6 years. 6 years. Huh? 6 years of my life in prison. 6 fucking years. The judge would have been happy to give me that. The rumor was that I would have got 10 years. 10 years as a juvenile. 10 years in that cage. But that's where black people belong in it. We're all monkeys, we belong in a cage. Yeah, put him in a cage. Lock him up for them robberies. It's funny. Before that happened to me, I remember a police officer came into my cell and said to me, "We might do you for robberies and burglaries." He told me that before it happened to me. And then weeks after, I got arrested for 28 robberies. In the Crown Court. My case was in the Crown Court. Black man. It fits a black man. Black man with a gold teeth. It fits a black man. Give him 28 robberies. Do you know how much black guys I didn't know? Face to face, I know them. And they get arrested in police custody. And they never came out the next day. Oh, sorry, they did come out. But they came out in a body bag. Is that what they call it? Body bag. That means you've been deceased. You're no longer living. So they put you in a body bag. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. Because that's what I thought was going to happen to me. I remember when you was allowed to smoke the cigarettes in the cells. They stop it now. And I had a cigarette. You know, you're in those places, you feel so depressed. And me, you know, when I'm in places like that, I don't like it, man. I just don't like it, you know. I think no one likes it, you know, but it really affects me, you know. And I remember asking the sergeant. The sergeant is one of the top police officers in the station. Any thing that happens, it has to come from the sergeant. The sergeant has to allow it to happen. Do you know what I'm saying? He's the top boss. And I asked the sergeant for a light, because you was allowed to smoke. So I said, "Can I have a light?" And he came up to my cell. And said, you know, asked for a light. And he says, "Yeah, you know, poke out your cigarette out the flap, you know, because I'm locked in the cell." And as I poked it out into the outside the flap, he grabbed my cigarette and crunched it up in his hand and said to me, "Why don't you jungle bunnies go back to where you come from?" That's the sergeant. The ones who's got the stripes. You see, to be a sergeant, you got to earn them stripes. And that's what he said to me. I was only 18 years old. I didn't understand. I heard about racism. You know, people were being racist and everything, but I never really understand it. I never understand that it was so dangerous, so real. You know, so real. I was a kid. How can you be racist to a kid? How can you tell a kid who's been born in this country, all I know is my life in this country? My parents come from Jamaica. I haven't been to Jamaica yet, so I don't know Jamaica. But I know England, I know London, I know Bethnal Green, I know Hackney, I know Stonebridge, I know Harsden, I know Peckham, I know Brixton, 'cause I've got family in Brixton, Campbell Green. You hear what I'm saying? But he says, why don't you just go back to your own country, you jungle bunny? And I tell you, that same night, I stayed in that cell for the whole of the night. And that night, you wouldn't hear one word, one complaint, not one word from me. I was quiet like a mouse for the whole of the night. Because I thought the next thing was going to happen is the body bag. You know what I'm saying? The body bag. You know? So, as a black man, black kid, I wasn't even a man yet, I was only 18 years old, just trying to get to know myself, trying to understand a black man, not even trying to understand a black man, trying to understand a teenager, my teenager self. What, yes, about my color. You know what I'm saying? And, boy, wasn't easy, man. All I wanted to do is get out. That's all I wanted to do. What gives these people the right to destroy people's lives just because the color of one's skin? What gives you the right, man? You see, if you do me something wrong, I could hurt you.